Hey, David.
Hey, Crystal.
I lied as a child.
Ooh.
Don't tell anyone. Do you even care where I'm going with this?
Yes.
No, you don't.
I don't. But let's go.
When I was a kid, at like 7, there was a pretty dope dresser.
We're talking about a dresser.
Yeah.
That's what this story is about.
Listen, told you there's intrigue. It was the perfect height, this dresser. It was taller. Shut up. It was taller than me, but like short enough to climb like a tree. Like how I climb. You.
What? But you're taller than me.
Details.
I mean, I'm with it.
I'm eating your hair. That's what this is.
That's what it is.
Stop it. The dresser, it was good. It was calling my name in the night like one of those creepy dressers from Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, the furniture, it talked and it was like...
What are we even talking about right now?
I was very drunk when I wrote this. The people, they love it, David. Don't you people? All I wanted as a kid, though, was to be a good kid. But this dresser, it was very climbable. And so one day I climbed it.
Why does this sound like so wrong?
No, it doesn't. I Spider-Man'd my little booty up the side of this creepy living dresser and I got to the top and then I looked upon my kingdom like in The Lion King.
Everything the light touches.
It was Barbie's.
Everything the pink touches.
I'm looking, it's amazing, and I decided to descend upon them like tiny baby Jesus did at Christmas, except for not like that at all.
Like tiny Jesus, huh? That's what your drunk mind came up with. Like tiny Jesus.
I jumped, I flew, I landed. I'm not gonna lie. It was a pretty amazing feeling. I had to tell my sister, so we were both flying through the air with reckless abandon.
Because why not endanger not only my life, but also my little sister's as well.
Mom walked in and she was like, why does it sound like a bowling alley? It was us. It was us. It was we. We jumped. We were jumping. And she didn't like it. So moms are no fun. So she told me to stop because it was gonna get hurt, which is whack. Whack, I tell you.
Yes.
What does she know?
What does she know?
I'm 7. I'm a genius. This is inspired. She's jelly because she's too tall to ride this ride. And so I stopped because she was my mom and she was scary.
That's a good reason.
Also, I stopped because she said if I did it again, she would falcon punch me in the throat. That is until one day my sexy dresser tempted me, called to me, come back. No, nay! Nay, I said. And then it said, no, little bitch.
Jump from mine ivory towers!
Okay, and so I did. I climbed it, I jumped. And it was unlike any pain I'd ever pain. I felt like my arm was going to eat itself, but not in the sexy way.
Sexy way?
I've seen dark places of the internet, David. Don't ever go there.
Go where?
Don't worry about it.
What is this video?
My mom's mom senses were tingling. She ran into my room to see her small child crumpled on the floor, screaming bloody murder, and was like, why? What? Why? What? To me, I was terminally allergic to my mom's falcon punches to the throat, okay? And I lied to get out of it.
Bad girl.
Listen. Oh, say it again.
No. And as soon as I said it.
I lied and my tiny brain very quickly came up with a foolproof story.
Oh yeah.
It was foolproof.
Foolproof.
Logical. Could totally happen in real life. I slipped on a sock and then I fell down the stairs. We don't have stairs, Crystal. Thankfully, there was no time for my mom to hear my story thoroughly because of my pained wails. It's like, wah, except for...
Like whales.
Like a whale in Dracula's dungeon.
Blah.
Are you trying to make a vampire whale sound?
It is harder than you think.
And then I don't really know what happened after that. My memory just goes blank. So then I'm in the hospital. The doctor's like, what happened? And I'm sitting here like, my mom does not believe my story. There were no stairs. And I suppose the doctor could tell. So he asked my mom to leave the room. And my social anxiety was like, no! If I tell this truth, my soul will leave my body and I will die from a punch to the throat. But if I lie poorly, this is just gonna get more awkward. So I thought, and I said, it was... this is the closet adjacent to my dresser. That's right, closet. I was climbing in the closet and I had fallen. I wasn't allowed to reach up into the top of my closet without my mom's help. So that explained my previous lie, right? And it also was totally possible.
7-year-old Crystal is scary, okay? And coming up with these complicated lies.
She would never know. And lo, I was correct. Haha, Mummy, you're so right. How silly of me to have lied about such things. And they bought it and your girl got away scot-free, bitch.
Bad. That's so bad.
You know, except for the whole, you know, maimed appendage. The story should just end there. But this incident became somewhat notable in my family. It was always kind of like, ha 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 ha. Remember the time Crystal was trying to reach to the top of her closet and broke her arm? And she tried to lie about it? Classic. I was babysitting Baby Yoda with my mother. Came up once again, and it had been years actually since we last spoke of it because I had moved out of my house by that point, and I like really laughed because I totally forgot about it. And my mom was just kind of confused, like, why we laugh so much though? And I was like, fuck it, what's she gonna do? Falcon punch me? I'm 23. And so I turned to her and I was like, Mom, I was not climbing in the closet. And she was like, I was base jumping off of the dresser and you had literally told me not to do it or I was in really big trouble. And I lied. So I'd finally told her 15 years later of my crimes.
And?
She falcon punched me in the throat.
Falcon punch! Thank you so much for watching.
If you like this video, notificated and subscribe and like it and share it and do all of the everything, for God's sakes, please. These take so long. Comment down below with the worst lie you ever told your authority figure. Thank you. We love you. Okay, bye.
Bye. Be featured and change our next story by leaving a comment down below with a life-threatening situation, an example of toxic masculinity, or a location.
Use the hashtag DLManly so we can find you.